In these examples, we're going to convert from scientific notation to standard, and then we're going to go from standard to scientific notation. Okay, so scientific notation is simply it's a way of writing an answer. Instead of having to have a huge number or a very, very small number, we write it this way, okay, using exponents. So when the exponent is positive, okay, you're going to move the decimal to your right. Okay, so when the exponent is positive, to your right. Okay, if the exponent were to be negative, you're going to move the decimal to your left. So I'm going from scientific to standard. Okay, in this example. So I have 4.455. Says I'm going to move my decimal 2 times to the right. So I'm going to go 1 and 2. And my new number is 445.5. Okay, and standard. In this example, I'm going to go from standard to scientific. Ooh, can't write this. Scientific. Okay, so you need to have the x times the base 10. You're going to need to have the exponent, and you're going to need to have a number. Now the number that goes here, it has to be from 1 to 9. It cannot be smaller, it cannot be larger. Okay? The exponent can be positive or negative depending from where you're moving. So let's count. We're going to move this. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, right there. If I go to 5, it'll be 10. It's larger than 1 through 9, right? Maybe I should put this in different colors so you can see it better. So my decimal was here, and I went 1, 2, 3, 4. Stopped at 1. So my number that's going to go here is going to be 1.026. All this number stays. Then times the x, my 10. My exponent, how many times did I move the decimal? 1, 2, 3, 4. My exponent will be 4. If I were to go back from my standard, from my scientific to standard, I were to move to the right or to the left to get back to this number. If I were to move to the right, I wouldn't go back here. I would end up somewhere over here. That's not what I want. I want to go to the left so I can have all my zeros, right? So I can go to a decimal. So my exponent will be negative, okay? So when you have a really small number like this, your exponent is going to be negative. Sometimes you can, it can get a little confusing if I were to have this to be negative, the number itself negative, and the only thing that would just be negative here. It has nothing to do with the exponent, okay? But in this example, we don't have that, but that could happen too. So when you went from scientific to standard, this was your answer. When you went from standard to scientific, this is your answer.